Hello everybody, in this video we're going to be recreating the Qualcomm Bus Stop ad, and we're going to be building it here in Metaverse. This experience is going to feature three different functions. It's going to use a YouTube video scene, it's going to use a text input scene and a response, and we're also going to take a selfie and post to a photo wall. Let's go ahead and get started by creating a new experience. And as always, we need to name our experience, so we're going to call this Qualcomm Bus Stop Ad. And the first thing we're going to do is select our character. So I have already uploaded a few Qualcomm assets, so I'm just going to go into Uploaded by Me, and we've got our Qualcomm logo here. And we're going to say something like, "Welcome to the Qualcomm AR Hub. Watch a video and answer some questions for a chance to win." And then we'll go ahead and add a button that says "Continue to Video." So now we're going to add our video scene, and to do that we're just going to click on Add New, this Add New button at the top right hand corner of the studio, and then we're going to add a YouTube scene. You'll see that the YouTube scene is blank. That's because we need to add a YouTube video ID to the right hand side here. So I already have the video queued up. We're going to click on the share button on the YouTube page, and all we need is the video ID, which is the tail end of this URL. So we're going to copy that. We will paste it into the video ID section here, and you can see that a preview of the video has rendered in the YouTube scene itself. So now let's make sure that the button connects to the YouTube scene. Okay. So after the user watches a video, we're going to ask a couple of different questions. And the first question is going to require a text input scene. So we're going to click on the Add New button again, and we're going to add a text input scene. And maybe we'll change the character up to something different, like this Qualcomm 4 image that I uploaded. We'll say something like, "Quick question. What animal was featured in the previous video?" Let's link up our YouTube scene to our text input scene. And since this is a text input scene, we're going to use a couple of different blocks in order to manipulate the text and then verify the response. So we're going to go into the string category, and the first thing we're going to do is lowercase the text, and this is just in case there's auto capitalization. So let's link the text input scene to this block. And then we're going to add a response contains block, and this is also found in the string section. You'll see right here it says response contains. So now we need to search for the correct response, and to do that we're going to type in the word that we're looking for. In this case, the video featured a chicken, so I'm going to type in chicken. And you want to make sure that that is lowercase all throughout the word. So now you have two branching options. Either the response did contain the word chicken, or the response did not contain the word chicken. So if it did contain the word chicken, we're going to add a character scene. And that character scene is going to say something like, "You got it." So on response contains, it's going to go to this scene. And we're going to add another character scene for if the response did not contain chicken. So let's go ahead and switch that character up by clicking on the character image. And I'm going to scroll down to this "Sorry, try again" image that I made in Photoshop. And that's going to say something like, "Nope, watch the video and try again." We'll add a button that says "Try again," and that will loop back to our video. So we're going to use the transition controls, click on the pointer, and then click on the video. So now that's linked up Let's make sure that the block is linked up, so on response does not contain. We will transition to this try again scene. So if they got the answer correct, we're going to actually ask a multiple choice question immediately following this text input response. So we're going to add a button that says next question, and then we're going to add a character scene. Let's switch up the character, maybe to this Qualcomm 1 image. That looks nice. And we'll ask something like, which of these reasons make Qualcomm the best tech company out there? So let's add 4 buttons for our multiple choice responses. And let's add some text. The first response is going to say something like, leading to seamless 5G connectivity. Second one will say, expanding the connected world to cars. Third will say, inventing tech the world loves. The fourth will say, all of the above. So let's add one more character scene. As you've probably already guessed, they are all correct. So let's link all of them to the next scene. And we're going to say, that is absolutely right. So the last part enters the user for a chance to win something. So we're going to add a button that says win something. Now let's add another scene that provides the instructions. Let's switch the character up really quick. Maybe we'll go with this Qualcomm 3 image and make sure it's linked up. And we're going to say something like, take a selfie for a chance to win a discount on your next phone purchase. Let's add a button that says take photo. And then immediately following this scene, we're going to have a camera scene. So let's click into the add new menu and add a camera scene. Make sure that that's linked up, and let's create a quick frame with this one. So I'm going to go into more and go into our character menu, and I'm going to quickly add one of the Qualcomm images. We're going to put that in the bottom left-hand corner. Maybe just rotate it just a little bit. There we go, we're all set. Let's click Save. And now we have our overlay, our frame. So whenever we use a camera scene and we want to upload those images to a photo wall, we will use the Upload to Photo Wall block. And that's found under the camera section. Let's link up the scene in the block. And in the description of this block, it actually provides you the URL to create a photo wall. So let's go ahead and create a photo wall. So we're going to open this up in a new tab, and we'll call this photo wall Qualcomm Snapdragons. Create the photo wall, and let's copy and paste this information in a safe place. I like to create a scene and keep it in a scene that's separate from the rest of the experience, just to have the information on standby. So the Upload to Photo Wall block asks for a photo wall ID, and this information can be found in our photos.metaverseapp.io page after we click Create. So the ID is this string of letters and numbers. So we're going to copy that, and then we're going to paste that where it says Photo Wall ID. So that's going to post all of the photos that are taken to that specific photo wall. Now let's go ahead and display the photo wall, and to do that we're going to use a web view scene. So we're going to go to the Add New menu and then click Web View Scene. and then we're going to use the website URL that was given to us. So let's open that up and then copy and paste the URL. And you can see it's empty right now, but when people take photos, photos will appear on that page. There's our website URL. A preview should pop up. There we go. Qualcomm Snapdragons. And let's link these up. So the last part of the experience is we want to add a prize and give that prize to our users. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new character scene. Switch up the image. And we'll say something like, "Congrats, you have won 10% off your next purchase of a phone with a Snapdragon processor." And let's add a couple of buttons. One that allows you to actually go back and see the photo wall. So we'll say View Photo Wall. And then the top button will say Get Coupon. In parentheses, we'll put End Experience, so they know that that's the end of the experience. So let's link the photo wall button up to the photo wall. We'll link the photo wall up to the next scene. And then to get the coupon, we're actually going to give it as an item. So we'll use a give item scene. Let's link it up. And let's select our item. And I've already uploaded an image. It says 10% off Snapdragon products. And we want to make sure that at the end it says End Experience in our transition controls. So let me go ahead and zoom out to give you an overview of what this looks like and a quick recap. So at the beginning of our experience, we show a video. Immediately following, we have a text input scene and we verify that response. Then we have a multiple choice question and a selfie scene, which then gets uploaded to a photo wall. And then finally, we give a coupon at the end of the experience. And that is how you build the Qualcomm Bus Stop Ad. Hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to check out our other tutorials in the Metaverse Tutorials playlist.